From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, October the 11th, 2022. An IDF soldier who was seriously injured in a drive-by shooting earlier today in the West Bank has died of his injuries. The IDF tweeted the shooting took place near the Shavei Shomron community earlier today when two assailants arrived in a vehicle and shot at soldiers conducting an operational security activity. We express our heartfelt condolences, the IDF wrote, to the family and will continue to support them. The soldier was later today identified as 21-year-old Staff Sergeant Ido Baruch, who was in the area securing a march taking place against recent shootings in the vicinity. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid said it was with great sorrow and pain that I received the news of the death of an IDF soldier from the Givati Brigade Reconnaissance Unit, Staff Sergeant Ido Baruch, who fell in the line of duty in a shooting attack by a despicable terrorist. On behalf of myself and the government of Israel, I send condolences to his family and fellow soldiers in the brigade. Lapid wrote, "There are no words to express the great pain and sorrow. We will not stop until these murderers are caught." The IDF is searching for the terrorists. And on Saturday night, an IDF soldier was killed in a shooting attack at a security checkpoint near the Shuafat refugee camp near Jerusalem, where a Palestinian man got out of a car at the checkpoint, walked over to a group of soldiers stationed there, and shot 18-year-old Sergeant Noah Lazar at close range, killing her, also seriously injuring a civilian guard who remains in intensive care. Lapid said, "It was with a broken heart that I received the news of the death of IDF combat soldier Sergeant Noah Lazar. On my behalf and on behalf of the government of Israel, I send condolences to her family and friends. There are no words that can ease this terrible loss. We will not rest," Lapid said, "until we bring these heinous murderers to justice." Lazar was laid to rest last night. The search for the terrorist who shot her continues. While Jewish organizations are sharing their outrage over anti-Semitic and threatening social media posts by rapper Kanye West, who goes by Ye, had his accounts on Twitter and Instagram locked and restricted, respectively, because of posts that include him saying he's going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The American Jewish Committee said Friday of West, if he wants to have any credibility as a commentator on social issues, let alone as a musician, maybe he can start by figuring out how to make a point without fomenting hatred of Jews. The Anti-Defamation League wrote, "Behavior exhibited this week by Kanye West is deeply troubling, dangerous, and anti-Semitic, period." And historic news to share with you today. Israel and Lebanon reached an agreement settling the long-time maritime dispute between them. Prime Minister Lapid's office said the draft agreement meets all the security and economic principles laid out by Israel, noting that the Prime Minister will convene the Security Cabinet tomorrow, followed by a special meeting of the government. The dispute is regarding control of the Karish and Kana gas fields in the Mediterranean Sea, off the coast of Israel and off the coast of Lebanon. Negotiations between the countries have been mediated by the United States, and President Joe Biden congratulated Lapid over the phone today, telling him, "You are making history." And in a White House statement, Biden today called the deal a historic breakthrough in the Middle East. Biden said the agreement will provide for the development of energy fields for the benefit of both countries, setting the stage for a more stable and prosperous region and harnessing vital new energy resources for the world. He said this agreement also protects Israel's security and economic interests, critical to promoting its regional integration. It provides Lebanon the space to begin its own exploitation of energy resources, and it promotes the interests of the United States and the American people in a more stable, prosperous, and integrated Middle East region, with reduced risks of new conflicts. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, October the 11th at 7 o'clock. A Kol Nidre sermon from Rabbi Ammiel Hirsch asking what each of us can do in the new year to make an impact on the many challenges facing our world. At 7:40, a look at IDF Paratroopers. At 8, for the second anniversary of the Abraham Accords, former Middle East Peace Envoy Jason Greenblatt shares behind-the-scenes stories of his diplomatic efforts to achieve the unlikely agreement between Israel and several Arab countries. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Yom Kippur war hero Dan Almagor, who tells of the Battle of Tel Saki. At 10:30, Alan Dershowitz looks at a recent controversy at UC Berkeley Law School regarding pro-Israel speakers. And coming up next, it's Good Week, Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, October the 11th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.